Thunderbolts. The savior to the MCU. Well, I don't know about savior, but since it was one of the best MCU movies since Endgame, why wouldn't LEGO make a single set for it? Well, that's a question I can't answer, but there's something I can do about it. I'm gonna try my best to make some new Thunderbolt sets that I think they could have made to prove that they should have made at least a few sets. Let's get on with the first one. Before I get in the building, I do have to warn you, this is my first mock building video ever, so it's not going to be very good. Hopefully you guys can give me some tips or whatever in the comments to make it a little better, but this is just a new world for me. But I do want to get started over the next few years so I can get really good, because I think that'd be awesome. So let's get into it. The first thing I want to make is a poly bag. Well, not the poly bag itself, but the build inside the poly bag. And I want to do it just like this Doctor Strange. Well, not the Doctor Strange, but the build. I want to make that little city and have it the New York while it was getting taken over by the Void. First, I have to make the base plate. Even though I want to make it a 50-50 ratio with the city becoming normal and the city in the Void starts growing from the floor and then to the top, so that means I have to start with more black on the floor and less black on the top. Now for the minifigures of the set. Luckily, I already posted how to make a bunch of Thunderbolts characters on my channel, so this should be really easy. Now to just add it to the miniature city. I think overall this mock came out exactly how I wanted it to. Came out really smooth, but it's also time for the next build. Let's go. For the first build, I wanted to build a scene where Sentry's fighting the Thunderbolts for the first time. And out of all the things I chose to build on this little diorama, it was this little, whatever it's called, island thing, cool, and it was right next to where Sentry was standing the whole time while fighting. So I thought that was a great thing to add on. The minifigures I chose to add were Sentry, Ghost, and Valentina. I think overall the build was pretty basic, which means it isn't the best mock, but the build is really, really accurate to the movie, and I still think it's pretty cool.
What is that?
Oh, no.
Huh. It's coming right at us.
Who is that?
It's no one. It's nothing. Oh, God.
Yelena! It's your dad! Don't go in the vault!
You can't make Thunderbolt sets without the iconic red limo. Now, sadly, I don't have enough dark red pieces, so it's not going to be the most accurate thing, but it will be red, so let's go. It's one of my first time ever building a LEGO vehicle, and I could never get the proportions right. It took me way too long to make it so it wasn't too long or too short. Now, sadly for me, I'm not only making the Red Guardian's limo. I also want to give Bucky's motorcycle in some sort of effect to make it look like the limo is flipping over just like it is in this scene.
5 years later.
To show the final version of the mock, I had to grab Bucky and his motorcycle, put them together so I can have 1/3 of it. Then I have the limo. I think the limo is honestly really good. And then I also needed to grab Red Guardian. But there's one more part that I needed to add. I think this could look cool display-wise, but all sets need a play feature, so let me show you what this does. It worked, kind of. Sure, it was only a little launch thing, but I think it got the flip, and it looks kind of cool displaying anyways. Now, for my last build, I wanted to do it off of this scene, where it's Yelena in the little attic with Bob, but I want it to be like that window where they jump through it in the Void. There's different multiple rooms in the Void. The other side is going to be kind of like the hospital where they fight him. I couldn't really find a picture of what I'm talking about, so I'll just have to show you. After building my little base plate, this was the final result. So I'm going to take these minifigures off so I can go more deeply, like an explanation into the builds. First, the little attic. I wanted to hide up the little windows and the minifigures her comforting Bob, and then the other side, I put Taskmaster tied up. Even though she wasn't in this, I had to make her a minifigure, and then him jumping over the cracks that were happening in the floor. Thank you guys for watching, and I do recommend you guys commenting down tips or anything that would help me build better mocks in the future. Like I said, this is my first mock. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one.